Welcome, one and all, to our international podcast, Below the Belt. Guys, it is Sunday, a beautiful Sunday. It is Sunday, the 5th of June, 2022. And today we're having Motivational Sunday. Every single day cannot be down and out. So today is going to be Motivational Sunday. So I welcome one and all to our podcast today. Beatrice Selby, I see you over there. How are you doing, Beatrice? How is Sunday treating you this morning? How are you going? I am seeing Isabella Butters. Isabella, how are you? And Paulette Hart Dean. Hey, Paulette, how are you doing? And Maureen Coppin Williams. Maureen, you early today, girl. I see Paula Pollard in the house with us today. Also, guys, today we are going to be very motivational. We want to kickstart the week on a bright note. So we are going to be giving all the positive energy in here today. Marlon Larma, how are you doing, Marlon? How are you doing, guys? I see Joylyn Cook with us this morning. Guys, welcome to Below the Belt. Welcome so much. We have my co-host. My co-host is in the background right now. You're hearing him like a little echo there. Welcome to Below the Belt. As I said, our international podcast. Let us know how international we are. Drop your location pin in the comment section. Let us know where you're joining us from. Make sure that we know and we're in your business so we know the reach of the program thus far.
We so fast. We so fast. Thanks for joining us, guys. Yet another Sunday, and we told you guys we're tweaking things at our end. And Saturday is going to be weekend review, and Sunday is going to be motivational Sunday. All right, and we're going to keep things moving forward. Always fresh,
That is correct.
always functional, always useful. Pace and power.
I see Alana Tang there. Quite a name, Alana Tang. I like
Hi,
the name.
Alana.
I
Hi,
see.
hi, Lana. How are you doing?
Shirt is very upbeat right now. He's very motivational today.
Haters
Very,
gonna hate them.
very motivational. You should see him right now. He
Haters
has
gonna
on his
hate.
motivational shirt.
Oh yeah. Pace and power. Power and pace.
He takes it however he gets it.
Yeah. Just do it. Just gotta do it.
Linden in the house. I see Linden there, Alonzo, and I see Carl
Brandon
Fordyce
Alonso.
joining us from Trinidad. Trinidad in the house, guys. Where are you joining from? Let me know.
All the good
Let
folks.
me
All the good
know.
folks.
Hey,
We're gonna have
Carl.
a couple of folks dropping by as well.
That is so true.
Going
We're
through
gonna
one of
have
those
some
issues.
folks. Mhm.
Happy Sunday, folks. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys have hit the ground running, whatever you are up to today. We love to say to, go gentle with yourselves. Be gentle with yourselves on the weekends because we work hard every day of the week. It's only natural, you take a little R&R on the weekend and you get in touch with yourself, with some self-care,
What is
some
R&R?
self-rest and recuperation,
Okay.
some self-love and
I
so
was
on.
close. I was
You know,
thinking. I was thinking rest and recovery.
All right.
You
Same.
know.
Both
Same
are
difference.
both
Same curry,
same
fish,
thing.
fish curry. That's what
Same
my
thing. Yeah.
that's what my brother says.
Yeah.
West Side is joining us today. I
Is
see
this in the West
Joylyn
Side?
Cook.
A lot of things happening over there. I know. City
Oh,
West Side.
West Side. Well, they
It's
say
up.
West
It's
Side.
up. It's up.
That is debatable, highly
Very
debatable.
much so. Very much so.
I see you, Alex Boom, in the house right now, and
Yeah.
Claire Capel. How are you guys doing over there? Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah. Please let us know how you're doing, and guys, let us know also what motivates you, good people.
Mm-hmm.
We want Sunday to be an uplifting day, a day of strength to start the week on a high note.
That is
You
correct.
can't wait on Monday to start the week on a high note. You got to start the preparation on Sunday.
Yeah, interesting. How many of you went to church today? How many of you started the day?
Church. That sounds familiar.
How
we
many of
have
you
church.
started
I went to
going
the
to
church.
church?
The church.
Church says it differently.
Church.
Yeah, he said way differently. I see South California in the house.
Oh yeah, I know that. Let me
Winston,
see.
hey, how are you
Where's
doing?
that? I see Maryland too. I saw Maryland rushing by there. Let me come back to that. I want to see. I barely saw Maryland joining us there. Folks, good morning to you. Happy Sunday, Marilyn Ford. I did see Annette Gordon watching from Maryland, listening from Maryland. Alana Chang is watching us from Matthews Ridge. Believe it or not. Believe it or
Correct,
not,
correct.
Alana Chang is here. Who else do we have?
I am seeing. I see Dawn Baines is
Oh,
joining us
yes.
from Brooklyn right now. So
Dawn,
hey,
how was the
Dawn,
vote, but we're
how
so
are you
happy.
doing? Oh, very, very important. The
Dawn is at the voting.
Morning Stovey. Happy Sunday, Sherrod Port Kaituma in the house.
Yep, yep, yep.
Love it.
Respect
I
and
love
manners.
it. Port Kaituma, guys, we love you
Respect and
very much.
manners.
You know, I have a little bias. I'm always asking for the folks
Little.
from
I just say one.
Region
I
1,
say one characterization.
Region
Little.
2, Region 9, Region
Big
8.
vibes.
It is absolutely important for us to
Mm-hmm.
get those people in
Yep,
the house
yep,
to listen to credible information. You know,
yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
times those outlying areas are deprived so much
Correct,
of credible
correct,
information. So
correct.
when they come through, I feel so happy.
But we're happy that under the last
Yep.
administration, we put 1 2 hubs in place,
Well, not just hubs, radio
ITCs. Mm-hmm.
stations, ICT
Mm-hmm.
hubs. We were doing newspapers
Oh,
specific to
wow.
those areas. Come
Oh,
on,
wow.
we were working. We
Respect
were
and
work.
manners.
Yes,
Good to have us,
connectivity is most
all these
important.
folks here. Yeah, very much so. You can't do
Hmm.
it. And we're going to be talking about a little bit about that
Joe King,
today.
Canada, Toronto, Canada
Oh,
is in the
wow.
house right
Oh, wow.
now.
Majesty. Your
Yes.
Majesty, welcome. Liddell Kenrick, we see you, Liddell, from London during the Tech Cafe fashion.
Lovely,
And
lovely.
Liddell says it's very, very cold in London. Wow.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm repping Bartica in the house.
Oh, yes, Queens, New York, Ainsley, Ben Morgan is here. And yeah, Mark Dover.
Hey, Queens.
Fantastic.
Brooklyn and Queens, you know, we get our fair
Mm-hmm.
a bit
Yep, yep.
of
But watch this
cussing
here.
down when we don't mention these
While,
places.
while you take long to say that, here is it Clem Toy Williams, Anguilla. You made a friend from Anguilla recently.
I did.
Anguilla's in the house
Minister of
today.
Education. She's
In
awesome.
Anguilla.
Yep.
Yep. She look I gonna. She look I gonna.
Alana
Minister of
Tang.
Education in Anguilla.
Alana Tang is
Wow.
watching from Matthews Ridge.
Hold on. Commissioner Cole says Wi-Fi free from the post office. Now you telling me?
Commissioner Cole.
Well, look how I'm moving next door to the post office now to save $1 or $2.
Yeah, a
Commissioner
lot
Cole
of
says, FYI, the Wi-Fi is free at post offices. Uh-huh.
yes.
Mhm.
But we have to check the speed of
You can see
those
stamp
also.
price good. I'm so stamp price good. Happy Sunday, folks. Isabella Butchers listening to us, watching us from Manhattan. Oh, wow. Wish I was down there by the pier, by the High Line.
Sure, just
you
twist
know.
that name wrong. Instead of
The
saying
pier.
Isabella, I think Sure just said Isla Belza.
I think so. That's what you think? I think some water got in your head. Tucker's in the house. Randolph, Chris, I think we're going to have Randolph on in a couple of
Yes.
minutes. Randolph
Well,
is
we
in
know
Tuckville,
Dawn. Dawn is joining from the west side.
the Independent Republic of Tuckville.
Oh, wow. I don't want to test it, you know.
Randy, good morning. Good morning. Respect and manners.
Guys, how are you
Respect and
doing? I see Dawn is saying it's raining
Oh,
on the west
yes.
side.
Commissioner Cole says this Wi-Fi at the post office is under the coalition. Thanks for the reminder.
Thank you so much.
That's
you know.
that's a little bit uplifting.
Yeah, but it's not surprising
You know.
because of all all the work that was
Yeah,
done when
yeah.
it comes to connectivity and getting persons informed.
Correct. Dorrit David is here. What is my pronunciation this morning?
I don't know what's wrong.
Dorrit
Sharon.
David is here. Dorrit is joining us from a fancy place. Did you see that?
I see Alexis Williams from Barbados. I'm not seeing
Dorrit is
Dorette.
from Long Island. Dorrit is in
Oh,
Long
that
Island.
was-
She's stretching her legs.
check out your boy Warren. See
Yeah,
where
yeah,
he
yeah.
is.
Yeah. Hit up Warren. You know, we gotta have a in the ring below the belt FYI hang.
we need to
Gotta get a
have
hang.
one. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
by
yeah.
the end of the year we should have
Long
something
Island is
like
a good
that.
place as any. A good place as any. Good to see Marilyn King, and I see Morning Monroe, as we said. Orrin Dawn Cook is here. Sandra Beard is here as well. And Marilyn says she didn't shine rice. We come into the hold on, Marilyn.
Oh,
Hold
wow.
on.
You may not be the only one.
Right? I start with I think you just graduate after a little while, though. You know, unless that's what you want. You know, unless that's what you want.
I see
Right.
Ben Morgan is joining us from Queens.
We're
today
circling back to
also.
that. We're circling back to that. Stick a pin in that, as Street would say.
Stick a pin.
When she wants to cut in.
That's what I do when I
Stick a pin in
insert
that.
myself
Stick a
into the
pin.
conversation.
Stick
Stick
a
a pin.
pin.
Hold that thought.
I know when she inserts herself, she well inserted.
That is so true. That's the
Right?
only way it can
I
be.
saw a comment there about the Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union. Let me see if I get that again. Edward is
Hmm.
here, Twitter. You deal with Edward, please.
Oh, hey, Edward from the Bronx. How
Deal with
are you?
Edward for us,
Hey,
right?
Edward. Edward, tell me something. How's the weather over there in
Yeah.
the Bronx?
Please, Edward, please. I see Keith Marks is here. Keith says, we, members of the Guyana Public Service Credit Union, want the management committee to call AGM now. I agree with that.
Fully
I
endorse.
agree with
Fully
that. You have our
endorse.
support there. The
Hmm.
members of the credit union want the management committee to call the annual general meeting now. Now. I like
I'm
that.
only
Agreed.
189 comments down.
Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon. I beg your
You
pardon.
know, guys, you're typing rather fast
Yes,
today.
yes.
you guys
You
on
know.
you guys on some other things.
Mm-hmm. Shine rice in the belly.
To shine light.
Basil clock things tight. I never see shine rice has got little particles in it, man.
It
Some people drop the
depends.
shine rice
It
nice. You
depends.
tell me, are we gonna put now is the coconut and the rice? You should put like a little seasoning. You know, just bring it up a little way.
It
Just
might
look a
be
little.
rice and butter right now,
Huh?
Sher. You
A
need
la
to
shine
relax
rice.
yourself.
That's how it's probably bring it back without.
It may be just rice that's
A la,
shining.
ah, especially engineer. But folks, we can be following that situation there in Ramadan. Am I calling it right?
Yeah, we're Ramadan.
Same thing. That's what I
Yeah,
said. That's
come
what I
on,
said.
middlemans, come on. Yeah.
Middle mass, middle mass.
Guys, stick a pin, share
I
it.
hear that.
Important
Talk
bits of information
talk to
here.
us.
I see Judith David says, Happy Sunday, guys. Raining in
Oh Lord,
Bartica.
I got something
Soup
better.
on the menu, Judith.
Soup.
I have
I
missed Judith David. You
well,
have
hold
been
on.
missing in action.
Stick a pin in that. I saw Edward has another comment for the first time in
Never,
history. Edward,
never.
Edward is always Edward from the Bronx. That's all he says. We have
No, you
another
need to
comment.
show this
Look,
to me.
it's
What
there.
did he say?
Look, it's there. He says the weather is nice.
Lovely, Edward.
So we know Edward
Very
is not a bot.
receptive.
We know Edward is not a robot. You know, it's not a bot.
I was wondering.
Yeah, the weather is
You know,
nice. We're
sometimes I had to
almost.
say,
Yeah,
type
yeah.
this code to assure us you're not a robot.
Yes. Hey, look,
So-
look in here for yourself, Rita. Let's frame this. The weather is nice. You see that?
Lovely.
And then I see GT Rude Girl getting like Edward. GT Rude Girl always got a lot of words. Now just eyes are seen. That's all we're
Mm.
seeing is eyes. So I know she's just waking up, she's peeping through the covers or what. Right? But that's what we're seeing. Just eyes there, just eyes. Folks, good to have each and every one of you. Welcome again to the podcast. Make the shares look nice. Make the emojis look nice, people. Smash the emoji and share the damn live stream. What are we dealing with this morning, Rita? Before we get to some of
We're
the...
dealing pure motivational. Well, okay. Let me put it over like this, guys. We intend for Sundays to be motivational Sunday. So no matter what the news is, we're going to try to dig deep to see what is the positive that we can bring out of
Yes. PPP
every
must go.
aspect of this. Yes, for a better lives of all Guyanese.
They must go. You know, your blood pressure would lower instantly. Cholesterol level off. Back pain gone.
I
Headache.
see. I see.
Bigfoot, Gordy.
GT Rude Girl is saying, I'm finally
Everything
out.
good.
Hi, family.
You outside?
I
You
think
outside?
GT Rude Girl was in Facebook jail again.
Uh-huh.
I think so.
Oh, that's why she was P's and Q's. That's why I get in his eyes. She even mentioned a word. You're just getting emojis.
They've been wrong to you. They've
Huh?
been wrong to you.
Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome out of jail. I'm so
Mhm.
happy they've let you out of jail.
I don't know what's wrong with Mrs.
But
Zuckerberg.
when
Why is
people,
he doing
when
this?
it's somebody who has, people say reported you to Facebook, but
Yeah.
they have reported your comment and must appeal it.
I think so. That
All right, some of y'all
persons
just
don't know.
take jail like that. Appeal it.
Yeah, there's an actual process that you can
Yes.
appeal because
Yes,
a lot of times
appeal
people
it
just
when
go and
people-
report you for nonsense.
Yes.
You know.
She says she's been in Islam for 30 days. You must get thin on your job. What must show you on your collarbone? But we
30
have to
days
let
is
you
a
out.
long
We have you out.
time. Wow.
Yeah.
30 days of
Yeah.
no
How much shine rice
Facebook.
you eat in there? Need some good soup in your system to build you back up.
No, but I think it's important what Cher just mentioned. A bit of info there is
Yes.
that even
Appeal
if
it.
you are put in
Sorry about that.
Facebook jail, you can still appeal that. You
Appeal
can
it. Don't
appeal
just
to,
let it go like that.
and it doesn't. And this is not a system like we're used to here in Guyana with service. It's very responsive and it's very timely in responding. So when you appeal, you get response very quickly.
Hmm.
So just don't take it. Don't take it just like that.
Please don't just take it.
Yes.
Right? Appeal. Ainsley Morgan says, "How is CCJ
Sharon
looking,
is
Sharon, with the
you
petition? We're
miss
looking
you
good.
miss all of
We
these
look, yes,
Sharon
apparently.
miss a lot of
All
these
the dancing
emojis, the
emojis.
dance,
Yeah, I miss
the
that. We're looking good,
push-ups.
Ainsley. We're looking good. We're looking good.
I
Right?
sometimes I I've never posted one. I don't know if I know how to, you know. Well, GT Ruger said them try to give me a dashing rice. Me na eat 'em.
we overserve. We overserve. We overserve. We overserve. So we're going to talk with because we're following as we run Shine Rights. We've been following what's been happening at Ramadan. And the the school there. Let me see if I get. Jyoti, you have that name handy there. I
The,
want to make sure we get the school right.
are you talking about the Ramdown school?
It's the name of the person. I think it's sure I saw that.
Okay.
Let me see if we get that because we want to give you guys credible and valid information where that is concerned, and that has to do with the. Is this in there? Yep, it's the DCCs is Jyoti College, shall we?
Or the DCCs or Fox Secondary at
Mm.
Ramadan.
Yeah, this is Desiree Fox Secondary School. And the complaint is that with all of the money that has been pouring in oil wealth, right, the students there are eating shine rice. And even what they're eating here give shine rice a bad name,
Mm.
right? Even what this is big, what I'm seeing on this plate here. Because I've had shine rice in my time. We spent 23 years under the PP, of course, I had shine rice. And I just seen plain white rice with some pepper and ketchup. That's what you're seeing here, right? You see that?
That is correct. You know, I have this is motivational Sunday, so
Talk to
I
us.
will try to craft my wording in a specific way.
Craft, craft.
But it is first I have to call a spade a spade. I have to say that it is not okay for children in this community just because it is a hinterland community and away from the view of the public more so than people
Mm-hmm.
believe that they can do whatever they want and to treat those children anyhow. It is not okay. I believe that lots more need to be done. But when it comes to the motivational part of it, let me tell you, for persons that don't know, there have been phenomenal students coming out of that
It's
school.
good. It's good.
I am from Region
Good. Real
7.
nice.
I fly the Region 7 flag very proudly, and I can tell you that students have done extremely well
Mm-hmm.
coming out from that school. And it is unacceptable at
Mm-hmm.
this point in time for them to not even be fed properly and
Yeah.
not even given nutritious meals
Yeah.
at the school. That is unacceptable. That is
Yeah.
unacceptable when we're in a country with a budget of
Yeah.
$552.9 billion.
And we want to talk about Trinidad falling apart and we turn it in plain
Correct.
rice.
All
Right?
right.
But you know what was more hurtful? You know what's more hurtful? I heard somebody from that region commented,
Mm.
an education official, I might be wrong, that this is their culture. I mean, like,
Well, I don't think. Listen, we're gonna get some more.
hold up, hold up,
We're gonna
hold up.
get some bit of commentary coming from
Yeah.
the actual.
You know who knows some about this situation? Our colleague Randolph Critchlow. And folks, we're gonna bell Randolph for a minute or two on this matter. And the old folks will understand what we mean when we say we're gonna bell Randolph.
That is correct, and
Right?
also we have the chairman of the PTA for Region Number 7
Mhm.
that will be giving us some feedback on this particular matter
Good. So
because I know the chairman of the PTA is also a counselor on the town council. The chairman of the PTA is also a counselor on the town council, and I can tell you And I can tell you that he has been doing quite a phenomenal job in representing.
Okay, I hear you. Fantastic, fantastic. So let's talk to Randy for a second, folks, and we're gonna come circle back to David. We're gonna circle back to David.
Hello.
Happy Sunday,
Sure.
Randy. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the podcast. How are you doing, my brother?
I'm a- I am good. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Fantastic, folks. Let us know. Let us know if you're hearing Randy. Of course, if you don't know Randy, you're living under some rock, but we're gonna forgive you if you don't. Welcome. Uh, Let us know if you're hearing Randy. Randy, how is your Sunday going?
My Sunday is going good, Sharon. I was doing some cooking, not shine rice, by the way. Uh,
We want
I
photographs.
was
It's very
fortunate
important.
not to have what the children in Region 7 at the DCC's Fox secondary is being subjected to.
Hmm, hmm.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But
So,
I'm
so
good, though. I'm good. How are
and
you doing?
we are great to this end, Randy. Thanks for asking. We know that you have some information that's pertaining to this story. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, Sharon, let me say that it's more than just this story, right? It's for me, it is a pattern that is appearing
Hmm.
that we seem to, and I think the Ministry of Education has brushed over a lot of these issues that have been coming up over the last 2 years since this administration has taken place, been installed in
Yeah,
office, so to speak.
yeah, yeah.
And I know that Jarita said that the PTA chair will come on and he will give more insight to that. But I want to highlight to your listeners this afternoon this pattern, and I believe that we have to take stock at this point in time and really ask ourselves, where is this money being spent?
Hmm, hmm.
Where is this 7.74.4 billion Guyana dollars being spent, Sharon? Because it doesn't seem as though it's going towards fixing the serious issues that we have in education. And this is something that I believe needs more attention because we hear all these monies. I know you said we are a producing nation. We devoted 74.4 billion with a B dollars to education. But what exactly are they spending it on if our children have to be eating shine rice in Region 7?
Yeah,
And Sharon, let me point
yeah.
out something to you. Let me point out something to you from Region 1 to Region 10, from Port Kaituma to Raise Rock in Region 10. We had the Mabaruma fire, North Ravel multilateral fire. We had Tugville Secondary shocking people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
St.
yeah,
Ignatius Secondary in Region 9.
yeah.
And I'm
Did you
going to
call
come back
St.
to St. Ignatius in just a moment. Now,
Did you call
Region 7.
St. Angela's? They had an electrical issue there too recently.
Yes, yes,
St. Angela's, right,
yes.
Mr. Armstrong?
It's St. Angela's.
Correct,
You might be able
correct,
to
correct,
yeah.
correct. Similar to
but
Tocqueville,
but
similar
I'm,
issue.
I'm pointing out a trend here, and it speaks of a bigger problem that's happening in education. And I want to say this: remember when the Ministry of Education spent $2.3 billion giving out $19,000 grants?
Yeah, correct.
$2.3 billion spent to give parents $19,000 per child, $15,000, so to speak. And I say this because I believe that this administration continues to put, for want of a better term, lipstick on a pig. The pig being the deep rooted problem in our education system. One, the infrastructure and the systems in the region that will allow for proper management.
Mm-hmm,
Now,
mm-hmm.
I would give, it's not often you will give the minister a little pass, but I don't believe that all of this should be on her shoulder. I have a lot of blame to share to those regional officials because in the Facebook post, the person said that look, he made this situation aware, he made the regional officials aware of the situation.
Yeah, yeah,
They
that's
came to the
very
school to
true.
find out if it was true and nothing happened, right? Nothing happened.
As a matter of fact, it's a little
Now,
shocking because in Priya's response, she said, if it is true,
mhm,
she said, if it is true, now there's a Minister of Education who's in a position to know whether it's true or not.
right,
But she tried to
right.
deflect onto the regional administration,
Yeah,
and therein I have a big issue because what she's trying to
Yeah,
do is she's trying to paint the picture that, oh, Region 7 was won by the coalition, and this is what they're doing. And persons need to understand quite clearly that the administrative aspect of the region comes under the RU that takes instructions from them, right? So people can't
that is
go
true.
around with this nonsense, and I will not allow that comment to slide when it comes to Region 7 when I have an in-depth knowledge and understanding of the real issues at hand, and the fact that political appointees are being used to undermine the elected officials in the region at every level. The point that the tender board is overrun by PPP persons and the contracts are being dished out in that manner, substandard
talk
works
the
are being
things,
done in the region, then they want to come and say that the regional administration of region number 7. No, I will not accept that. Not at all.
talk the things. Randy,
But Jurita, how, how do we know that these things are getting to the minister?
I think,
These
Randy,
issues that are happening in the region.
and let me just put it over like this. I believe that
Mhm,
the very fact that that's a question as to whether or not the information is getting to the minister shows a failure in her
mhm,
system and her mechanism of information gathering. It is impossible for me to accept that
mhm.
she doesn't have this information because she should have a system in place, especially for the hinterland region that they love to profess that they care about and they give such preference to. And it's always a blatant lie. And the facade of importance and care is being unearthed when they are claiming now that they don't even have the information as to what is happening on the ground. And that is the only way I can put that over. They put persons in place at the regional levels that are incompetent and that are not capable of doing the work so that they are at the helm and they need to accept responsibility for that. It is crazy what is going on in the region,
Yeah,
region number 7. I can say it,
yeah.
I can speak it. The regional body is being overrun. The regional chairman, the regional vice chairman, the entire RDC, that council is being overrun by the political appointees that are there. We have a situation in which even the prime minister's representative is utilizing office space of the RDC region, making promises and threats to person what can and cannot be done and all of that. So I will not accept the comment that came from Priya to just go by
Mhm.
loosely as though because persons are not fully aware of what is going on in Region 7.
and they've been
Yeah.
it all.
I,
They've
I, 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 I take that. I take that, Dorita. And I want to highlight this, a similar issue that is happening in Region 9. As I said, let's go back to St. Ignatius. Now, similarly, teachers and students have been complaining at the St. Ignatius Secondary in Region number 9. This is another region um, that is far flung. And it seems as though, and again, they will feign ignorance. They'll say, you know what, they don't know. But I have on good sources that the minister should be in Region 9 and she should be visiting St. Ignatius tomorrow. Now, what is being said to the teachers at St. Ignatius is that the minister come in and the teachers say, look, we don't have electricity, the furniture dilapidated, there is no locks, there is the school dirty. And so they were instructed that they should go in school, buy locks for their doors, fix the furniture, put plastic on the table because the minister is coming tomorrow.
wow.
And again, these are the people in the region who, like Jurita said, are doing a wash of nonsense.
Yep.
And it's as if there is no sort of accountability. And so when the minister goes, everything will look nice and neat. But the teachers still live, the teachers and the students still continue to exist in that chaotic situation up
Yeah,
there. And
yeah,
it's quite unfortunate what's happening.
yeah,
Quite
yeah,
unfortunate.
yeah,
I
So I am hoping that we
mhm.
tomorrow when the minister goes there, that some of the teachers let her know what exactly is happening,
correct,
right? And I
correct.
hope they video it or they record it, because it is a lot of these outlying regions, they suffer in relative silence because they're not in Georgetown, and the information doesn't get to filter to the bigger media houses, and so a lot of times they are left to basically suffer in those parts of the country.
Mhm. That Randy, you're absolutely correct there. You're absolutely correct. I know I spent some bit of time, and I think I have to go back to it a little bit based on the comment that came from none other
Mhm.
than the Minister of Education herself, Priya. I have to go back to how the
Mhm.
administration set things up, especially when it comes to the way in which they manage regions that were won by the coalition. Because the basic comment that I
Yeah.
seen from her, and I'm going to read the comment because I don't want to just slide over it as though it wasn't there.
Mhm.
I want to read the comment to it because the person complaining about what is going on at the school, Priya replied, this is her account replying, saying, thanks for the tag. The school Durham is administered by the Regional Democratic Council of Region 7. However, I will investigate and address. If any of this is true, it is not the kind of service we intend and it will be fixed. The very fact that she started by saying the school at
She's
the
putting it on
Durham
the
is
region, yes.
administered by the Regional
Mhm.
Democratic Council. She's saying the Regional Democratic Council is what is it what runs. Let her be clear. The regional executive officers in charge of making sure that this happens, and the regional chairman, the vice chairman, and elected officials by the regions are not the ones that are in charge of administering it. I will not let anybody try to come and put it forward as though it is the way in which it isn't. So I'm not going to accept it. That's why I think that it was irresponsible for
Yeah.
her even to go
Yeah.
down that route. It shows that she's trying to deflect blame instead of owning up responsibility and say, well, I apologize for not having a mechanism in place that I would have gotten an immediate feedback of what's happening in the school and move from that point. The fact that she's trying to deflect blame speaks a lot about how they intend to govern. So
Yep.
that is my issue.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree with you, Jarita. I agree, and I started by saying that a lot of times, for me, the education sector has been, the Ministry of Education has been in flux and chaos from the beginning. And I just call out a few of the high profile issues, but there are
True.
many. And I think
Yep.
Priya gets an easy pass sometimes because we've seen one catastrophe after another, and it's as if she has no control. She's pretending to have no control of anything.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Ronnie, you're correct. I think
I,
that
I,
that's it. That's the way it is, and that's the way it should be put forward. But I think it is crazy, and especially when it comes to the
yeah,
hinterland. I think that your concern there is one that we need to spread out, and what is going on there is just a microcosm of the bigger issue at hand. The fact that persons living in these communities are being treated as lesser human beings, and it is not acceptable. It is not
Hmm.
acceptable for indigenous people to be meted with these sorts of treatment when persons are living lavish lifestyles. No, we will not accept that.
yeah, yeah. And so for me, and I want to know your thoughts on this. I I feel like some questions need to be asked, and I know my colleagues, you guys are in Parliament, and I believe some questions need to be asked about the how these funds are being expended. Because Priya is the one that got this $74.4 billion budget, and so if Guyanese sit down and see all of these things happening in these regions and right here in Georgetown, the question should be asked.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
The question should be asked. So, where is this money going? Why are these problems continuing to happen? Why is it not being fixed? Why is it not being remedied? Can we see where the money was spent? Oh, the feeding program for these dorms and these outlying schools. Why is St. Ignatius and not Mabaruma, and Region 7, the schools don't have electricity. And I
Yeah.
don't think has been put to answer these key questions. What about the infrastructure? What about the systems?
Mm-hmm.
Can't just say the region.
Nope.
So I don't know.
Because they
I don't
haven't
know. I
passing
think
through.
something needs to happen.
Randy, and persons, and those are the pertinent questions. You're asking the right questions, and they need to come out and they need to give responses. But what I can tell you is that when it comes to what happens in Region 7, I don't try to get secondhand information on that. I try to get the information live and
Mhm.
direct, given that that is my home, and I feel very strongly and differently about my home and the people that try to say that they are representing when actually what they're doing is suppressing the people that live in the upper Mazaruni and the middle Mazaruni areas, especially folks living in Bartica. It's crazy what is going on right there. And I want to belabor the point that the reason that all of these things are happening is because they are passing every cent of taxpayers' dollars through a political filter. That is what is going on because they're trying to direct
Mhm.
every cent for every project, everything that needs to be done. They're trying to direct it through a political filter so that their persons are the ones to benefit from that. And that is the problem that they're having. So they're going to slow things down until they wait until this person will get this contract and that contract until they have the time to do the other contract because they can't disperse things in any equal sense whatsoever. They're not looking at getting the work done. They're looking at directing resources to their friends and family. That's what they're doing in every single region. And that is why things are being held up the way it is. So even though the money is there to be utilized, they're not utilizing it as it should be utilized because there are only so much people that they intend to direct the resources to. That is what is going on in every single region.
Wow. Wow. A
Yeah,
lot, a lot,
yeah,
a lot, a lot, a
definitely.
lot.
Yep.
Definitely.
Randy, thank you so much, my brother, on such short notice for
And
sharing your
thank
Yeah,
thoughts
you. Thank
with
you for
us.
yeah,
continuing
yeah.
to put the
And
pressure.
I hope we continue to shed light on this issue because I do believe that prayer is not being made to answer these hard questions.
Correct.
And again,
Correct.
where is our media? Where is our media holding prayer feet to the
Yeah.
fire?
Correct. Correct.
Right?
Correct.
She on Facebook and she on commenting, but nobody's going to ask
Yeah.
why is this happening?
I
Why
don't.
it
Yep.
continues to happen? Where's the
Yep.
money being spent? And I
Yeah.
hope that we continue to pressure because our children deserve
Yep.
much better.
Couldn't put it
And
better.
our teachers, Sharon, let me say this before I go, because the teachers, for example, let me just a simple example is St. Ignatius toilet paper.
Wow.
They ain't get toilet paper in this. These
Wow.
teachers gotta go home to use the toilet.
Wow.
And imagine teachers being subjected to this. But when they put on the television in the day, they see fisher folk get 100,000, sugar workers are getting 250,000,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's as if watch we don't really care about you. And
Yeah.
this part of the problem of this arbitrary
Yeah.
doling out of cash. The other sections of the society will feel as if we are not worth it. What is
Mm-hmm.
our why are we getting the cash? Why are we even getting an increase?
You take shine
So
rice.
it's
You take
yeah,
shine
take your
rice.
shine rice.
Right. Take some shine rice.
Marani, you
Actually,
have
I'm
Right.
happy
done.
that we had an opportunity to talk.
Yep.
We're gonna continue to raise this issue,
Yeah, Randy.
Randy.
So thank you so much for keeping the pressure
Yeah. Yeah.
pushing,
Yeah.
especially when it
Yeah.
comes to
Yeah.
communities that needs all the support it can have in amplifying the voices of the persons
Mhm.
on the ground. I can tell you, persons appreciate it
Yeah,
a whole lot. So thank you so much
Yeah.
for your intervention on this matter.
yeah. Right. I'm hoping that our contacts in Region 9 be vigilant and share what happens up there tomorrow when the minister gets there.
Yep. Very well. So, I'm going
All
to
Thanks,
make
right.
sure
Randy.
that I
Thank
have
you,
someone go to that meeting myself.
Thank you. Thanks, Randy.
Roger. Good.
Folks, the one and only Mr. Rush, Randolph Critchlow, the one and only. I think we're gonna pull in the PTA president from.
Mr. David Daniels, Region 7. And again, let me just say that when we say the PTA president, the persons know that you have a PTA at every school. What happens is the region now have an election among those PTA elected officials at every school, and they elect one person to be the PTA representative for the region.
I
And
see.
so that is the individual that we're going to speak to right now, Mr.
Yep.
Daniels.
We're gonna put him into the conversation, folks.
Mhm.
Yep, yep.
Mr.
Hi, good
Daniels.
afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Daniels. You're live, and I just want to say welcome to Below the Belt. And today we are speaking.
Oh,
Today's motivational Sunday, but we want to shed some light specifically on what is going on in Ramadan. I was just explaining to the folks that you are the PTA chairman of Region Number 7, and I know that you would have, and also you are a counselor on the RDC of Region Number 7 also. So we just want to have your take, because we've noted the post circulating on social media, and I want to know from your level, both as the PTA chairman of Region 7 and also as a counselor at the RDC, what is going on at the secondary school there at Ramadan?
oh, well, hi, good afternoon, Director, and hi, good afternoon,
Good
Sharon,
afternoon to you.
and to all your listening audience. Thank you for having us.
It's our pleasure.
When it comes to the issue or the situation in Ramadan, hello,
Talk
Yes,
to
we're
us.
hearing you.
Go right ahead.
hello,
Go right ahead.
oh,
Go right ahead, sir. All right.
that what was happening.
That's okay. Go right ahead.
Yes, and yes, the situation was brought to the PTA at first, or what is happening in Ramadan with the meals for the children, and that information was taken to the RDC to see how best we can remedy the situation and how best we can have a system in place whereby the children can have a meal that is more comfortable to them.
Mhm. And what is the
Yes.
response at the level of the
Um,
RDC
on,
to this
on
matter?
one,
Go ahead.
Go right ahead, sir.
Guys, we're having some breakup because
yes. So sorry, I lost you a little bit.
yeah, apologies there. I just wanted to say that we're having a little bit of break because we Mr. Daniels is joining us out of Region 7, and the signal there is not far from the worst. So just bear with us with the little break that we may have as this conversation goes on. Yes, Mr. Daniels, you continue. Are you hearing us?
Mr. Daniels, go right ahead. Folks, as soon as Mr. Daniels comes back in,
I
he
think
can, yeah, we're going to try to get him back.
we're gonna try to get him back because the signal is absolutely
Yeah, and
horrible
these are
where
the
he's
folks who
joining us
knows
from.
what happening on the ground, and that's why we want to talk with them directly. We're going to try to get Mr. Daniels back. But folks, it's motivational Sunday, and lots of stuff happening. Lots and lots of stuff happening. As soon as we can get Mr. Daniels back, we're going to do so. Good to have you guys here. Yep. Credible, valid information all the way. We're gonna try to get him back. We, yeah, it's one of those days. It's just one of those days. But we got some other information we want to share with you as we're discussing motivational Sunday, and we trust that you guys are great. We're going to continue to monitor this story out of Ramadan and what's happening at this secondary school, Desiree Fox secondary school there out of Region 8. We're going to continue to follow out of Region 7.
Region 7.
Out of Region
Yeah,
7, we're going to
it is.
continue to follow that, and we're going to give you guys the latest. But you know, we want to leave you guys on a very high note. And one of the things we are looking at is the way in which people work. We're not pre and walk-in.
That is correct. Mr. Daniels, I have you back. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get this a little clearer this time.
Yes, I hear you clear now.
Okay, great. So, guys, we have Mr. Daniels back. So we're trying to get the information as to what is going on in Ramadan, and also how what is stopping the situation from being resolved, because I think that that's what everyone wants to know. Where is the region right now in resolving this matter?
Yes, Director. From the regional PTA standpoint, the matter was brought to our attention, I think, in the month of April. And we did make recommendation we did went to the RDC with this information. And we did make recommendation how to best move forward in remedying the situation and ensuring that the children of Ramadan Secondary, and more so Region 7, get a good meal. A meal that is applicable, a meal that is best fitting to them. Like what everyone is getting, and everyone thinks that is fair to them.
Correct.
So this information was taken to at the RDC level.
But from April to now, like, what is the holdback? What can you say, or have you been given any information as to why it hasn't been fixed as yet?
Well, we were told, we were requesting even to pay a visit to the Upper Mines area. We were told that we were given assurance, and this here at the RDC level, that it will be remedied, it will be fixed.
And that was in April.
That was in April. It is something that was pressing on our agenda at the RDC level, and it is something that is pressing on the regional PTA level, ensuring the best quality service to the children are provided.
Mm-hmm. So I am still, and if you can explain for the persons listening to us right now, when these matters are brought to the level of the RDC, there's statutory meetings. The persons are listening. The statutory meetings happen at the level of the RDC for region number 7. Every 2 months, there's a statutory meeting in which reports are brought in. It comes to education, what is going on with health, and so forth. So that would have been brought up at that level at that RDC meeting. But David, could you explain for the persons listening, when that matter is brought in and recommendations are given from the counselors there at that meeting, what is the process moving forward for it to actually get done?
Well, it is a simple process. Remember now, in our political system, whoever wins the country, basically they control the REO or everyone in whatever authority, because the REO is the accounting officer for Region 7. Yeah. So when we take whatever issue to the RDC that is affecting the residents in the region, let's say in this case here, the schools, and that is ventilated at the RDC level. The next step is for the REO to act on it, because remember now, he is the accounting officer, and whatever funds is needed to remedy any situation, it has to come from the level of the REO. It can't come from nowhere else, because let's say in Ramadan, if we want to pay a visit to Ramadan, we have to get, it's not definitely the blessing of the REO, but we have to get a funds from the REO. Because that is something that we have been lobbying for. That is something that we have been recommending, that we pay visits to all these locations in our region. But again, if we don't have the funding or get the funding from the region, we can't go nowhere and to better make representation for our people.
So well, you just said that a recommendation was made for persons to go and visit the area. So is it that funds are not available? Is it that is what is being reported by the REO?
No, funds are available. Every time a budget is passed, funds are there for consular travel. And in our case, given that we have the our geographic location breakdown into Upper Mars, Middle Mars, and Lower Mars.
Correct.
There are provision for funds, and we are constantly making representation and recommendation to bring these areas.
And what's stopping it?
Pardon?
What is stopping it? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because clearly with the biggest budget pass ever and all of that, I will understand that the funds are available. So why isn't the funds being released for persons to go to these areas?
Well, likewise what Mr. Critchlow said earlier. You see, these things be directed from central government. And if central government pass the order in quote unquote phase
Yeah.
that let these councillors travel, then basically we can get travel. Then basically we can be able to travel because this is something, Loretta, we have been recommending since 2021 that we should go to the upper miles to see the situation on the ground for ourselves because we are getting reports in, but when we take these reports to the at the RDC level, we are hearing that funds are not available. But I think it's 5201. There are funds that is allocated directly to the RDC, to the regional chairman and the councillor to make visits to whatever location there is in Region 7.
That is correct.
And only certain councillors, and let me be very clear, there are only certain councillors or certain councillor members or the council that are visiting certain areas and bringing back reports because it is, I don't want to say wholly and solely it's in a disarray, but I want to say that we are being hampered on how best we can make representation for the people of Region 7.
That is correct. Well, David, you are speaking from a very a unique standpoint there, as both as the chairman of the PTA in Region 7 and also as a councillor at the RDC. So it gives, and I'm happy that we're having this discussion. It gives persons that are listening a clear understanding of the system that we have to work with right now. Persons are there, they are doing the jobs of these bodies, but when it comes to the actual action being taken based on the representation of the councillors at the level of the region, the elected officials in Region 7, those recommendations are not being carried out because apparently persons, the only thing we're left to conclude is that instructions are being given for it not to be acted on. And I'm so happy that you were able to join us today for us to have this bit of discussion. I'll tell you, we will definitely be calling you back to shed some more light on this situation because we're going to be following through with it completely. So thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, Mr. Daniels.
Pace and power.
And thank you very much. But I just want to be clear, our regional PTA,
Yes.
we are working to ensure that all the schools and all the children in Region 7 have the best quality education that is required, have the best facility, the infrastructure, to have the best occupation health and safety standard in every single school in Region 7. We want that to be accomplished. And our goal, our motto as a regional body is to ensure that this is being accomplished. Right? We ensure that whatever situation there is, whether it's shortage of furniture at the school, overcrowding at schools, these information, we take it to the RDC, we take it to the education department and ensure that we make the representation and the recommendation necessary for the children of Region 7.
Well, yes, David, I know that I just said thank you for coming and all that, but I think you just hit an important point that I can't let you go without me just adding to that point. And the important point that David just made is when it comes to the information and the flow of information, he is making the point that as a chairman of PTA, that issue was brought to the level of the RDC. And I want persons to understand that when the regional administration, when there's RDC meetings, when that council meets, they are representatives from the education department present at every single meeting. So again, I want to just belabor the point at this point in time that there is no excuse for the minister to be pretending that she is oblivious to these situations altogether. Well, David, so thank you so much for joining us today, and we will definitely be calling you back.
Thank you, Ms. Finance, and thank you, Mr. Duncan, for having me.
Thanks, Chief. Thanks for coming through.
Right.
Credible and valid information always, guys. Credible and valid information. And we just want those folks to know as we wind down the program that they are not defined by a plate of food.
Yes. Right? And I think David
Shine rice or any other rice.
David Daniels there, the PTA chairman there, just made a very good point, motivational Sunday. And he just he was on the ball and he said they're making they're going to make sure that these things they represent at every level because they want the best for the children there in region number 7.
Yep. So kids, and parents in that region 7, as Rita says, her region, continue to put your best foot forward. We know it's tough, right? We know it's tough, but tough times don't last. It's the people And we're gonna come through this. We're gonna come through this. They don't care about anybody. They don't care about anybody, and we gotta keep, trying our best. We know it's not a perfect situation, but we're gonna continue to press forward. We're gonna continue to press forward. We're gonna continue to press forward, folks. And again, you're undefined by a plate of food, right? That's what I think you were, but you were that. A plate of white rice with some salt and some sugar, some pepper and some ketchup.
The disrespect, yeah, it passed.
Disrespectful.
I feel it personally. I think I feel this one personally, to be honest with you, we speak about a lot of matters and we report on a lot of what is happening, but some of the things that when we report on it, I really feel it personally in my bones, as I can say that. you know Region 7, there's a lot that persons don't understand, especially when it comes to the upper and middle Mazaroni and the struggles of the person there on the ground. And that is why a lot of work was put in, not just in Region 7 but all the hinterland communities, indigenous
And it is the same
communities.
disrespect the people were talking
Mhm.
about from Chuckville,
Yes,
saying that you couldn't put her by Queen's College.
that is correct.
And one thing the last administration strive for, and that all should, is that they would be that word you love to call equity. The same
Yes.
healthcare system you have in Georgetown, you have that or even better in the outlying areas. You have the same quality of education. These students aren't lesser mortals because they live in Middle Mazaroni. No, and we can't treat them like that. This is the future of this country. And so we say to the parents, you're going to continue to keep on, right? Don't let it stop y'all. Don't let it stop y'all. Y'all continue to persevere because we know it's the end product of this really and truly that we want.
That is correct.
Right? But the government has to do more. This money is not y'all money. This y'all money is y'all money. It's y'all money. Come on. These are worthwhile initiatives to spend them on. They come and they criticize the bus, the bicycle, the boat. They smash up everything. And now look at them coming back and doing the exact same thing.
They got to bring it back. They
Bring
don't
back
have
the
a better
boats,
plan. They don't have a
right?
better plan.
Bringing back the buses, bringing back the boats. Same thing.
And I want to make the point when it comes
Come
to,
on,
because
guys.
with this entire podcast, we ended up spending all the time on this particular issue. And I want to make the point when it comes to secondary schools in Region 7. Region 7, well, it just had one secondary school in Bartica, and then the one there in Ramadan. Well, now there are two in Bartica and the one in Ramadan. So persons need to understand the amount of communities that one secondary school actually services. There is no other up there in that Middle Mass area, and the importance of the secondary school there, you don't understand the depth altogether.
Yeah.
Children have been doing phenomenal. They have been doing great from that school, and it is not okay to treat them as though they are lesser and they don't deserve
Exactly.
more.
So we implore this installed government to continue to invest in these young people across this country. Continue to invest in our young people so that our future, our children, our future can be in good hands. Our future can be in good hands. Let's invest in these children. Right? We love the Queen's College students the very same way we love the students at this Jeffrey Fox Secondary School there in Region 7. And they must be treated with the same respect. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Rita, the final word goes to you, or the final paragraph.
I was distracted by a comment there from no one else but Guyana Spectator, which is struggling to make the point that, and I quote, everything cannot be accomplished in a day.
Oh, yes. I can remember.
I can remember
a team
something.
song. Give Granger some time. It's now y'all know things can be accomplished one day, no? Oh, all of a sudden, what you say I can do is we can make sugar great again, we can make backside great, we can make rice timber and everything great
I
again.
couldn't go
Oh,
past
now
that
everything
one.
can do in one day.
I could not go past that. That is what you called a failed point.
Hypocrites,
So,
or in the words of the education minister, hypocrites.
my goodness. But a lot to be said about
Yeah.
about the actual treatment that is meted to the students there in the hinterland communities. And again, I say that this is not just a Region 7 issue. This is something that is going on throughout.
Correct is right. Correct is right, and we're happy that we had Randy came on and try to bring some light to this issue, and also we had Mr. Daniels came on, guys, and you were here. You guys always make it better,
Yes.
including Ghana Spectator, who I see is apologizing to
Yeah.
Marilyn Lorimer, right? Including Kurt Paris and all the other guys who've joined us today. Folks, make the shares look good.
Alan Fernand says people trolls are our most dedicated viewers.
Folks, make the shares look good. Make the emojis look good. Smash the damn live stream for us. Smash the damn emoji buttons. Share the damn live stream.
Alec Prowell, I see you there joining us in Region 7. I'm noting every last one of your comments. You are hitting the nail on the head, I must say. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. It has been quite a good day so far.
It has.
We will continue to give a bit of motivation as much
guys,
as we
possibly
possible
can.
Can.
Please stay positive.
Let's go into this week with a positive spirit.
We fired up for tomorrow, ready to go. Hitting the ground running.
That is correct. And I want you all to know that we're going to continue to work hard on your behalf. This is our pleasure, commitment. We're here to serve, and we will continue to serve.
Correct is right. A couple of days ago, we were saying it's the 1st of June. Folks, whatever you got to do it quickly. Pick up the pace.
That is correct.
The year is running it on steroids. Pick up the pace.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't said the year sugar down. I ain't said the year popping the money. But it's on steroids. And you got to pick up the pace, people. Pick up the pace. Right? Some of y'all going after some stuff. You got some goals, some dreams, some aspiration. Pick up the pace. Don't anybody tell you can't do it. It's better to have tried and failed, never to have tried at all.
Well, they said
don't come around with funny.
Well, I think they said the only guarantee for failure is for you to stop trying or not to try at all. Don't do that.
Good. Tomorrow we're back with you guys at 12. We're gonna have a different theme. Every day now we have a different theme. We had weekend review yesterday. We focused on all the major events that happened in the last week. Today's motivational Sunday. Want to get into a little bit more of that, but we're gonna double up next week for you guys, and then we're on for a different team tomorrow. So good to see Naomi Drucker. Is all the warlords come out, Rain or shine. Patricia Kissoon here. Marilyn Thomas. Alana Tang. Port Kaituma. Ghana Spectator. Right, can't catch yourself there. Those bear blows the comment section. Ghana Spectator. Good to see you as well. Patricia Kissoon and all the other folks, thanks for joining us. Smash the emoji button for us. Hundreds of you are still watching us. Smash that emoji button. GT Root Girl. Smash that emoji button.
And behave.
Behave.
So that you don't have to Smash go back to jail.
Share the live stream for us, guys. That's our time. That's your program. Good to have had each and every one of you here with us today. Good to have had you guys. Pace and power. Good to have you folks. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe.
Naomi said don't bring him up. He's getting too comfortable.
I think so too. Much too comfortable. Jack about some you look his motivational Sunday. Stay safe, guys.
We can't go down that road.
Go there be great. Go there be great. Go there be great. Stay safe.